Good Wednesday morning. I'm gonna sand this stuff up here. I think I got a little bit left up there to sand, and then I'm gonna go over the sides. What I'm thinking about doing is putting like 220 on the file board and go over all the flats with the file board just to make sure there's no little ripples, because even new panels might have some little bit of ripple to it, and all the welding and all that. So I think I'll do that, and that'll kind of act like a block. Go over the doors. I don't know what they've done, if they've done anything to them, but I want to check. Just make sure they're straight and get the roof all sanded. If I can get from here back ready for primer, I'll be happy. Mark contacted me last night. He's going to be bringing over these pieces and the firewall piece that I need. So yeah, as soon as I can get those and get them put on, I'm going to say this whole section could be put under primer. And other than maybe a little bit here or there on the bodywork areas, it should be ready for final prime. I'm hoping the little bit that is there will fill with the Evercoat 4-to-1. There ain't much, but there is a little bit. But either way, I gotta get to work, guys. This area don't have to be perfect because it is hidden by the bumper, but I want it looking good. It don't have to be perfect because that bumper comes up right here. Ow. I think once I get the body under primer, it's noisy out there today. I think once I get the body under primer, I'll go ahead and make my brackets and get this thing bolted onto the rotisserie, because I got the whole underneath side to do. And I don't know about you, but I hate working over my head. So I'll put it on the rotisserie. I will go ahead and do all the work underneath. And then possibly see about having him bring the suspension in. We can get that put in there. After the underneath is done, there shouldn't be no reason to be raising it up and down and all that. I mean, rolling it over, you know. At that point, should be able to get it a roller. You know what? I should call and order my primer and get that taken care of. That way, this will be the first delivery I've had out here with my paint supplies. Woohoo! Can't get in with this block. Yeah, I'll go ahead and get that ordered, and then I'll grab a different block for this. Now you've seen me before use this. Just a Bondo spreader. You could call it a Bondo sander now. A little bit thinner to get in between this. I was covered in dirt from head to toe yesterday. Even the air hose wouldn't get it all. Early this morning, I went around the whole building and sprayed weeds. Walked around the whole parking lot. Man, that blacktop's in bad shape. Maybe one day I'll get it re-blacktopped. There's more stuff I gotta do to the building first though. Still not perfect or finished. But I'm in here working, that's what matters. I can do all the little stuff down the road as I need it done, or as I can afford to get it done, I should say. almost got me a headache today. Crack my neck might help. You know what? It's still just a little bit too low. Mo better. Huh. That won't reach in there. That would. All right, looks like I'm gonna have. Where did my other sandpaper go? I don't know. I could use this one. That mo better. Hey guys, if you're watching this and you like what you see, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button for me. I'd much appreciate it. I would much appreciate it.
What are you doing?
Hi, Dino.
Hi, Bubba. What you doing?
I'm playing with cars, man. I'm never gonna grow up.
You actually work?
Figured I might as well get this jam done. Doing jam sucks, but at least it'll be out of the way. Let me climb back up in here. Ow. Could have moved all the tools out of the floor, but that's all right. Something tells me this car was sandblasted. Knocking a bunch of sandblast grit out of there. I'm not a fan of sandblasting, but sometimes it is the best route to go. Oh, before my paint prep come in, you see me using that brass wire wheel where the flash rust is. I wanted to get that off of there. Alright. I'm going to grab the other block. This corner up here had a bunch of pitting all the way across this corner. Every coat 4-to-1 fills a lot of the little imperfections like that, but you still want to do the best you can to get most of the pits out of the way. Even though the corners suck, Sucks that donkey turned through a straw. To be quite honest. But it's got to be done. I wouldn't have a clue why my razor blades are always dull. Now I have a cheat code for you guys. These body seams, you seen I just spread that right over top of it. I'll clean that out real quick. All right, and now you come back. Where'd it go? There it is. With your thin block. There you have it. The body line's right back in there like it was factory. And now I'm gonna hit the body with, what is this? 180. There was a lot of sandblast grit in the sealer. Alright. Now what should we do, guys? I know what we should do. Pretty straight. Few sand gouges, but pretty straight. Yeah. They put the primer on heavy enough, at least I can block it out. That was loud. Feels really good. Hey, buddy.
Hard at it.
All right, guys, we got parts. This section, you'll see what happens with it real soon. But that firewall section that's bad on this one is in really good shape. And it just happens that he has the exact twin to this car, except his is a 4-speed, and he needs from the firewall forward, don't need the firewall. So, and then this fender over here has that section. I'm not sure if I'll use it or if I'll just make it. I'm thinking I'll just, all right, I don't remember where I was at. Battery went dead, and when I went in there to get the batteries, some more people come in. So I'm gonna separate the spot welds right there. The other one coming in next week, I need to do the frame rails and front clip on all the way back to the cross member. I can get that section out and put it in this car and repair the front fender, whatever. But the guy that owns this one here is the same guy that I did the AAR CUDA for, which it was supposed to come in on Saturday for me to continue the work on it. But he decided he's gonna take it to Lima and get the headliner put in before it comes back down. That way they ain't got to mess with it after final paint and assembly and all that. So that's fine. So what he's going to do is he's going to get his 68 Dart out, and we're going to bring that in. Now I can't guarantee it'll be Saturday. He's a busy man, but he's going to get his 68 Dart out and bring it in, and I'll have two 68 H-code darts in the shop at the same time. That's pretty cool. All right, now, oh yeah, get back to sanding on this. These tight little areas, you gotta take your time so you don't put grooves in it. You want a nice smooth transition. Like I've said before, you don't want to go with it. You want to go at an angle. Crosshatch. Got a crosshatch. And you want to go this way. You don't want to go this way because then you'll put grooves in it. Hey, before I forget, don't forget to put it on your schedule June 22nd from 5 to 8 p.m. here at the shop. I'm having a meet and greet. The town of Sydney has a cruise in the third weekend of every month, and it just happens to be that same weekend. I believe I got a food truck coming, and yeah, should be a good time. Bring a lawn chair, your classic cars, and hang out. And cruise town. I am going to video, but I'm not going to go live. I think it'll be too hectic to go live, since I don't have a person to run the camera and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, since it's going to be a video, I think you'll like this. I'm thinking, since it's going to be a video and not a live, I might have like a scavenger thing. If you come to the show and do the cruise and all that, maybe I'll have different points that you can go get a picture of you in your car at, and then email them to me, and I'll put those in the video. Got to make sure I have your name and info and all that. That way I can put that on there too. I think that'd be something cool. One of my old customers gave me that idea the other day. He said we need to have scavenger hunts or something like that on these cruises, so nobody's just setting all night. I think that'd be a blast. Now we got a sheriff here. I wonder why he's here. How you doing?
Been wanting to stop in here to see you guys. So what all do you do?
Just restore cars. It's been a long time since I've seen you, buddy.
I've got a 69 Nova.
Awesome.
2010, it had a frame off done to it.
Okay.
So it's in good shape, but it's been driven since 2010.
Well, I'll tell you. That was an officer that I haven't seen. It's probably, well, back when I had the tow company, so it would have been around 2010-ish, somewhere in there. Haven't seen him in a long time. He's got a 69 Nova. He said, I might have you refresh it. That'd be cool. This area is a little more needs a little more sanding than back there did. They must have used a file board like I did over there. No big deal, I'll get it. Well, that's a good sign. He used Duraglass on the seam just like I did. That's a good sign. Yeah, if it wasn't for that little groove right there, I'd say this side turned out beautiful. Yeah, ever so slight. If I had some spot putty, I'd just take care of it with that. I should get some. Actually, I'm gonna mark that so I know exactly where it was. Go from there up to here. I just wanted to make sure that primer's got a good edge to it, because if you don't sand it and you put a coating over top of it, it will delaminate. So, just take some 80 grit and rough that edge up, and then when I put the Bondo from here to there, I know it's gonna hold. Yeah, that's sanding out beautiful. How many of you are on Facebook? How many of you have seen my reels on there? and recognize it's me. This is, yeah, this is looking good. So, from right here to right here, that'll work out nice. I'll get that top edge, and then I'll come down here and hit this. Notice how I'm letting that block just rest on my fingers and I'm rolling it. Just to get that edge. I figure I might as well go ahead and finish this last little section here before I raise it up. Tape line. Why wouldn't you tape it on the line instead of there? I'm gonna feather that off there first. Looks to be fairly straight. A little bit low there. Well, let's see if my trick worked. Not too shabby. Guys, I went home, ate. Now I'm stuffed. I don't feel like doing nothing. I hate when that happens. Don't you just hate when that happens? Guess I didn't really need that much Bondo on it. But I'd rather have too much and not enough. At least it gives me something to feather it out with. It's getting there. It's just taking a minute. overall, the door turned out absolutely wonderful. There's a little bit of a right there, and it might feather out with maybe a little bit more sanding and the next coat of primer. But everything else feels freaking beautiful. Right here, there is 2 dings, like something might have got moved into the car while it was in storage or something. So I wanted to mark those. I got to put some glazing in that area, but I was worried about the corners because the primer was kind of ripply on them, but everything feels beautiful. Now I got to hand sand this up here and go around the wheel wells, stuff like that. But yeah, I think one good coat of Evercoat after I do that, and this side will be ready from here over. I gotta sand the roof yet. Already went over the jambs. I gotta do around the back window, but I'll do that when I do the roof. And I gotta sand this quarter and this door. But that's pretty good. I mean, it looks good. So, all right, I think first thing tomorrow I'm gonna go ahead and get this and the roof sanded out. Get the few spots on that side by hand. And I think at that point, I'm gonna go ahead and get to work on this. It's going on 5:30, and I think I'm gonna pull off on this car for the day. My arms are killing me. And when that rain rolled in, oh man, did it get humid. And then the sun come out for a little bit, and it got even worse. And now it's raining pretty good. Pretty steady. Never fails. Wednesday night is cruise-in night at Culver's. And it's raining. Oh well. I think I'll work on something of my own for about an hour and then go home and get cleaned up, get me a shower, all that good stuff. All right, guys, I'm gonna jump off here, and my arms are killing me, guys. I'm gonna go home. Have a blessed evening.